2 sons and a daughter. My daughter was in a band. She traveled everywhere. She found out that she thought something was wrong. She kept going to the doctor, and they kept telling her nothing was wrong. She wasn't pregnant, it wasn't cancer. Finally, they rushed her. She went to Planned Parenthood, and they rushed her to Vanderbilt. And then by the time they said it was cancer. By the time we got to the oncologist, I don't know, the next week or whenever it was, 2 weeks, well, they said you have 2 months to live. So that was hard. That was very hard times, but we stuck with it. They gave her the option of having treatment or just not having treatment, and she chose to fight it. And she lived another 18 months. Really great 18 months. We spent a lot of time together. Her and her 2 brothers and her friends and her bandmates. And for those of you who don't know, that they were in a group called Those Darlings, indie rock group. They were one of the first indie rock groups that made it. And like for you older people, they were in Rolling Stone magazine, so that always means something to people. And they were on the radio. You can look them up, or you could just go check out the nonprofit we started after she passed away. That's jessizazu.org. She started playing music when she was in 3rd or 4th grade. She couldn't get it. She had a half-size guitar her uncle and aunt bought her. Her and her brother had one, and she couldn't get her hands around the neck of the guitar. So she had to wait a year. But she finally started playing, and she was really good. So anyway, for those of you who don't know who Jessi Zazu is, she was very big, 5'1", very tiny, but very big. She had I don't know, she just was awesome. And, well, sometimes the stuff happens. And so what I did, and what she did too, during the 18 months that we were at the hospital forever, we drew. We did art, and it helped us get through. It really did. I mean, that and our sense of humor. She had a good sense of humor, and her brothers have a good sense of humor. I mean, we just laughed a lot. What's the other option, you know? So anyway, that's my story, or part of my story, and I'm dealing with it. I'm trying to help other people deal with their grief process. A lot of it's just being creative. You know, whether you believe in God or not, we're all creative beings, and there's so much of that we just sort of pass by and rush through life, and we don't really stop and just breathe and cook and make things and do things. You know, read a book or go to your garden and pull weeds. I mean, there's so many things you can do that gives you peace of mind. And when I say peace of mind, I mean just stop thinking about overthinking things. So for me, it's art. But for some people, they go crazy. They curl up in a ball in the corner and they're depressed the rest of their life. I could have been there easily because it was so overwhelming. I can't even tell you, at one point I thought I was drowning. And then I got a grief counselor, and now he was my death coach, and now he's my life coach. And there are so many people out there that are in pain. I just want to help them. So if you have any questions, I don't know what kind of questions you would have, but I love answering questions. Nobody ever asked me any questions, though. It's really weird. Maybe I just talk too much. So I want to ask you how you're getting through it. I really want to know. I want to know how you're getting through grief. You know, and if you don't have anybody to grieve over, let's say you're not interested in learning about grief, well, I'm not really interested in it either. I would actually wish I wouldn't have to deal with it at all. But if you live, and you're listening to me right now, and you live on this planet, you definitely have grieved in one way or another. I mean, whether it's a relationship you broke up with, you know, just loss in general. I mean, if you're human, you've lost things. And if you can figure out how to grow and get over that, then you're doing better than most people. So I'm proud of you anyway. If you're even listening to this, not that you have to listen to me, but I'm just saying it's hard being sad all the time. Sadness just makes you feel like you can relate to that person that's gone because that's how you were when they left. But at some point, it's okay to be happy. And they would want you to be happy. I'm positive of that. But also, like, we're all going to die at some point. I mean, do we not know that? So, and death is actually a new beginning. It's awesome. I will see Jessi again. I don't have to be religious to know that. I still feel her energy all the time. And I still love her so much. And I really miss her. It feels like she's been gone. Sometimes it feels like she's been gone a week. And then other times it feels like she's maybe was never here. Like, am I dreaming? Nope, I'm not dreaming. So, hang in there, guys. And communicate. That's the best thing you can do. Even if it hurts. It's easier to type something than it is to talk. This is hard for me, to talk on a video. And so, goodbye. Till next time.